Well, they were laughing in 1977.
They've got a few laughs
A few
today.
laughs, yeah.
It does feel like, you know, it's slapstick. It's very safe,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
It's just, everything will be fine, just Terry keeps banging his head. And so, I mean, we put a little montage of his head banging skills. He's very good at it.
See, that one, that's actually a cistern falling on him, which means that's not only a head-banging joke, but also lavatorial humour.
Yeah.
That's genius.
It is what it is, isn't it? It's about...
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a simple situation, and it stands or falls on whether you give a damn about the characters. And I always liked them. You know, when I was a little boy, I thought they were, you know, they were a nice couple.
Are they anything like your parents?
No, not a bit. There was particularly one thing that really I remember seeing. It's a Christmas episode, and he's getting some Christmas lights out, and it's on the tree. But obviously, the bloody Christmas lights don't really work very well. And every time the lights go out, he has to stamp, and they come back on again. And it's very funny, Terry Scott, throughout the scene, stamping and getting more and more irate. And that very much reminded me of my dad's annual fury at the Christmas lights. He'd put them away working. Some, you know, evil elf would break them in the attic each year. Obviously, what he'd never considered doing is buying new Christmas lights. That's because he's of a generation where he's not into the, you know, the chuck everything out economy that we all enjoy now.
Yeah.
He probably, if he went to Pret-a-Manger, he'd keep the packet.
But I can't see the connection, really, between the cosy world of Terry and June and Peep Show. Because in Peep Show, one of the features of it is you get to hear the characters' thoughts, don't you?
Yeah.
And I think that would have worked really well in Terry and June. If you'd just seen a little bit inside their world, it hadn't been just such a safe and cosy, a little bit of their thoughts and dreams are in there. So what we thought we'd do is we'd run the opening titles again, and you could read out the thoughts of Terry, and I'll read out the thoughts of June, and we'll try that. If you'd like to have a look at that there. We'll just see what's going on in the minds of Terry and June.
Brilliant. I haven't banged my head yet. Might get a blowjob later. If she doesn't taste the vodka.
He hasn't banged his head yet. I love it when he does that. It means I don't have to touch him.
Lovely. Son drinking a blowjob. What could go wrong? Oh, blimey.
You useless fat twat. Well done, David.
Thank you.
OK, next up is a programme that you hate. It's a detective show with a twist, starring Martin Shaw as Judge John Deed.
Yes. The premise is it's about a maverick judge. Now, one thing you don't want a judge to be is a maverick. It's like a surgeon. You don't want a maverick surgeon. You don't want a surgeon who one day is brilliant. Yes, built a whole new woman out of just a beating heart. Fantastic. Obviously, for the next 4 days, it was routine appendicitis, they all died. What you want from surgeons and judges is consistency.
Yeah.
The whole principle of justice is about consistency. And so a judge who one day says, I don't like your face, you're dead. Oh, let everyone off today. That's, you know, that's all wrong. So, and we're supposed to like this maverick judge, and rather than, I mean, if it'd be all right if there's a programme about a maverick judge and how awful that is, and why he's a twat, and why that shouldn't be allowed. But it's not that. It's a programme about how brilliant he is, and how all judges, by implication, should be like that.
Yeah, and I think as a maverick judge, he is quite ridiculous. And we're going to have a look at a clip of him now. This hard-punching, hard-loving Judge John Deed.
Stop it, please! You're choking me!
He should be in prison for life. Haven't done anything, Judge. You poisoned my dog.
He's a judge.
Yeah.
You get the feeling Martin Shaw, when he got the script for this sort of thing, he looked at him and went, yeah, it's a bit judgy, isn't it? You know what I'm like? Make it a bit more like that.
Yeah. No, it's what the worst thing about it is throughout the plot, the plot is so obvious, and the wrongdoers are obviously real assholes or so obviously wrongly accused. I don't believe that's what a proper High Court judge's job is like, deciding between people who actually have a bag marked swag and people who are just totally innocent children. I think it's probably more complicated than that. You probably have to be quite clever, not just a kind of bullshit arsehole.
And one of his unusual judge qualities, actually, is the fact that he likes normal sex with women, which is quite maverick for a judge, isn't it? And he's got loads of corny lines. He likes, like, I sentence you to dinner for two. You're guilty of being absolutely gorgeous.
That's going to make him more likely to be inconsistent. Let someone off because he fancies them. That's wrong. Judges shouldn't do that. They shouldn't be glamorised by an ex-professional.
He's quite a strict vegetarian as well, isn't he?
Apparently vegan. Apparently it's a vegan set on Judge John Deed, and if you want to be an actor on it or in the crew or anything, you have to agree to eat only vegan food the whole time.
And the whole place is vegan. Like his wig is made of corn. So they make people eat vegan food.
Yeah. God. Or nothing. And a lot of people, on a TV set have to move a lot of heavy things and set up big lights, and they need bacon sandwiches.
Yeah. Well, also, it must be a nightmare for the sound man after the mung bean casserole. I bet you'd be saying silence in court a lot. Anyway, on this show, we like to see ourselves as the sealed knot of television. They reenact Civil War battles. We can reenact any moment in television history for you. What would you like to do?
Well, I'd really like to...
Don't. Shh, just tell me. See. Ladies and gentlemen, David Mitchell! You're not getting a blowjob.